Hello everybody, it's the Raven8425 here, bringing you another video, and today we're continuing our Nebraska Dynasty, where we're here in week 6, and we're going to be taking on Rutgers in our third Big Ten game of the season. Now, before we get into that, I want to do a couple things. The first thing I want to do here is go ahead and upgrade our coach skills, as Ndamukong now has 10 more points that we can add into the motivator tree. So we already have our offensive line getting upgraded quicker. We have our quarterbacks getting upgraded quicker. Now we're going to go ahead and make sure that happens for our wide receivers. Now, as we continue to get more points, I'm going to start working on the defensive side of the ball, especially with the defensive line and the DBs. Now, getting into recruiting here, let's take a look at how we're doing with a lot of our prospects. I just want to go through here, get an idea. See, like a guy like Daryl Finley, we're kind of close on him with Kansas State, so he's somebody we might want to put more points into. Sony Alley, the gem, 4-star gem. Obviously, we have him scheduled. We're sending the house, but we know all of his things, so we can go ahead and hard sell him and pick his 3 check marks, and then we can also go ahead and DM him as well to gain even more points on him, since we are competing for that player. Now, Legend Keo, again, this is a player we want really bad. He has good speed, good break tackle, all that stuff. We're doing everything we can, but Ohio State's going after him hard, so I do not think we're actually going to get a chance to get him, just because of how hard Ohio State's going. And since it glitched and we can't actually schedule him for a visit, we're basically going to lose on him. They're going to patch that here soon. We have Darren McBride, the corner. This athlete we're starting to lose out on, but he is a bust, so I'm okay with that. And honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and take him off the board. We're about to get Dexter Pope, the corner, 93 speed corner, so that's good to see. And everybody else is looking, well, hold up. The 5-star 99 speed receiver is not we're starting to lose him a little bit, so let's go ahead and hard sell. We know 3 of the 4, and it can only be one of 2 things, so we just go through here until Brandon Athletic are selected. So it's going to be this one, and then we can also DM him as well, and hopefully that's enough, but I don't think it will be. I think Auburn will probably get him unless we can sway him enough on that week 10 visit. And everybody else so far is looking pretty good. I do want to go ahead and send the house on this guy just because he is a gem, and I don't want Texas to catch up on him. This guy I don't think we're going to end up getting just because of how hard Oregon's going after him, so I'll go ahead and remove him just so we can have the points, and obviously this punter will probably end up getting. So there's one other player up here that I want to add some points on. I'm also going to probably add a couple more prospects, and I'll get back to you guys and let you know what we're doing. So with my remaining recruiting hours, all I did really was go ahead and schedule a couple guys on visits, put a couple more points that we had left over on some other players. But let's go ahead and get into our game against Rutgers. So here we go, week 6 against Rutgers, hoping to move to 2-1 in Big 12 play. Big 10, excuse me. We definitely need a win here to get our season started off right. So we will be starting on offense first here. As we return this kickoff, hopefully we can get a good return to start things off. Not really to get to the 20. Not great, not terrible. So Dylan Raiola, if you look at his stats, 6 TDs to 6 picks, 850 yards. Things aren't looking great, but that's more on me than it is him. He's usually made the throws. I just made some bad decisions with the ball. Things like that. But hopefully we can get things turned around here. So we're going to run mesh on our first play, and I actually hit the wrong button there, but it worked out as we get it to Ramir Johnson out on the wheel route, and that's enough for a first down on the first play. You'd love to see that. It's a great way to start the game. Let's see if we can't get this run game going, though. Here on 1st and 10, we're going to run stretch to the outside. They kind of send some heat there, and the linebacker fills in the gap and hold us to no gain. So we're definitely going to have to throw the ball here a little bit to try to keep this drive going. So we're going to go ahead and run some routes across the middle of the field here and see if somebody can get open for us. Since circle would have been open, but Keyshawn Griffin gets in unblocked. I don't know if we just didn't have enough blockers for how many they were sending. No, the game just glitched. So that's obviously unfortunate. A game glitch, just, sacking you, but can't do nothing about it. So we're going to have to play here on a 3rd down. We're going to try to hit our tight end, Fedoni, and he drops the football. So we will have to punt on our first drive here. to these Rutgers Scarlet Knights. See if we can't pin them back, though, but that will be roughing the kicker, and the offense will stay on the field. Huge penalty there, and I know they did actually patch the game to stop that from happening as much, but there it does happen. So we will continue with the football, and we'll obviously accept that penalty. Really, we should have, I mean, we had a drop and we had a glitch, so the game's just making up for itself here. We're going to try a wide receiver screen. See if that can't do anything. We get it out to him. We do have some pretty decent blocks, but I kind of get stuck in my own guy there. If I could have got around him, possibly could have made a big play out of that. Here on 2nd and 3, let's try to run the ball. We've only ran it one time so far. So let's see if we can't pick something up on the ground. Run it to the outside, sort of, but we kind of cut it in, and we do have enough for the first. That'll be 4-yard gain on 2nd and 3, so definitely what you're looking for. And I forgot to switch the playbook. I want to use the Oregon playbook, because that's what I use on all the other dynasties, and I just forgot to switch, so we're kind of stuck here. And I wanted to throw it to the running back there, but the pressure gets in quick. This Rutgers team, and that's Keyshawn Griffin again. Somebody we definitely got to watch out for, because he is just wreaking havoc already here in this first quarter with 2 sacks. We're going to try the jet screen to Fedoni. And thank you to whoever told me how to pronounce his name correctly. I had been saying Fedon, because, you know, he was about done on this football team, but Fedoni is how you pronounce it, apparently, so that's what we're going to say. See if we can't get something working out here on the outside. Looking at R1's way, he doesn't really get open though. We're gonna rush outside, and we got a wide open lane down the middle. They matched up and left the middle of the field just wide open, and Dylan Raiola uses his legs to pick up that first down. Huge conversion. The offensive line held up as well. We're gonna try to run the screen here. We're able to get past our receiver, or our tackle, and pick up some good yards. So again, let's try to run the football here. Backup Ives is in. We have a massive hole, but we cannot get there. Wow. I see it stopped short. Let's try the mountain swing pass here. We only need a yard, and I trust Ramir Johnson in the open field. So let's see if we can make it work. Oh yeah, we got it. And more. Cut that in. Gotta get there, and he's at the 1-yard line. Great play there. Sets us up for a possible touchdown here. Let's see if we can make it happen. We're looking for the drags. And we got one. To Fedon, and he didn't get in. Fedon, whatever your name is, man, you gotta score there. They're not coming out in a super heavy box, though, so we will try to run the football here, and we have a hole, and we have a touchdown, Nebraska. So we get bailed out a little bit by the roughing the kicker call. Roughing the punter, excuse me, but still, 7 points, and we're up 7-0 here. And basically the end of the first quarter, and Rutgers has yet to even touch the football. So that's what you like to see, as we will now kick it off to them, and we can see what this offense is capable of, as this will be a touchback off the crossbar, actually. So you can look at their impact players. It's their running back, Kyle Monin. I'm not even going to try that, but this team might look to run the football based off that alone, but we'll have to wait and see here. As on 1st and 10, Scarlet Knights are out on the field, and see what they're all about. And they are going to start with a run, but we clog that hole up and stop him for no gain, as that'll be the end of the first quarter. And again, we kind of controlled the ball there, especially with that penalty. So we are now up. You can see they only had 8 seconds of time of possession. So controlling the football is important, and we did that in that first quarter. Hopefully we can keep it up here in the second. We are going to send some pressure here on 1st down. See if we can't, or 2nd down, see if we can't make this quarterback make a mistake, but they are going to run the ball, which leaves a wide open hole as everybody has their back turned, and he breaks 2 tackles before going out of bounds. Unfortunate play call there. I kind of thought they were going to throw it on 2nd and long, but they decided to run it again, and it worked out for them. This time they will throw, though, and they're going to throw a quick one to the outside for 4. We'll take that every day, all day. Alright, we're in man defense again. It's not a full all-out blitz, but it's not a cover zero look, but still trying to make something happen. They're going to run an out route, and they're beating us on the man, so I think that's enough of that. I think we should probably just stick to the zone, as they are absolutely shredding us whenever we run man defense. Nevertheless, first down for Rutgers here. Sets the tight end in motion. Probably going to run it to that side if I had to guess, and it's actually a play action. We don't bite, but they have a wide receiver down the seam, and he hits him in stride for a touchdown. Our safeties were kind of caught flat-footed there with the play action, which allowed that receiver to kind of go free in between the two deep zones. And just like that, in under 2 minutes, Rutgers is going to tie this football game. So our offense needs to answer once again. So we're going to start on first down with a play-action boot. See if we can't hit somebody on the move. And they actually send pressure from that side, which is a bad thing, but we get it to Fidoni. But he can't grab it. I kind of just hit a button there. I didn't want to lose yards. Didn't want to get sacked. It was a little bit risky, but he was open. Just could not come down with the football. But here on 2nd and 10, we are going to throw it once again. We're going to see if we can't hit somebody for a little completion. And I hit the wrong button. And Fidoni luckily knocked it down. I wanted to actually hit the streak. Not the streak, the drag route, and I hit X instead of the correct R1. So we're in 3rd and 10 just like that, and we need a big play here. That's there. He just needs to make the catch, and he does. And Fidoni breaks a tackle. And Fidoni's down the sideline. One man to beat, and he will. Touchdown, Nebraska. Fidoni, already with about 3 or 4 drops in this game, makes up for it. That's a beautiful ball there by Areola. And just like that, we're on the board once again. Thomas Fidoni with a huge game. We answer their big play with one of our own. And hopefully the defense can do a little bit more. This time around, they were absolutely shredded on that first possession for Rutgers. And we absolutely lay the hit stick on the kickoff. They hold on. I know I said we should probably not blitz anymore after they diced us up, but I mean they diced us up in the zone too, so we gotta try something here to get a negative play to kind of start this drive. And it's a jet touch pass, but luckily we're kind of there and we are there. That could have been huge if my user didn't get over there quick enough. Now it's gonna be, it looks like 2nd and inches. So they probably will run the football here if I had to guess, but you never know. But we are going to play the run, and we knock him forward for a first down. It looked like it might have been a loss of 2 there, but he kind of rolls over top our defender and picks up the first down. So unfortunate there. Here we are, 3rd down, or first down. We're going to come out and cover 3. They haven't run the ball for a little bit, and here they are going to run it this time and get to the outside, but we're there. We're kind of hiding behind that offensive lineman and just kind of peeked out as soon as he came, and he was not ready for it. The cover 3 has worked better than anything else so far, so we'll see if that sticks to being true. And this time they run it again, but our middle linebacker's there to make a play. Javen Wright, the senior, is all over that one. So let's see if we can't get this Rutgers team off the field here. And I'm kind of stuck on a D lineman, and because of that, he's going to have all day to throw. He throws it way down the field, and we play the ball, but luckily it's just knocked away. As our defense will get a stop there at the 2-minute warning. So there still is time for the offense to drive down the field and possibly do something here. But first we got the kick return, and we're taken down. But plenty of time for this offense to do basically whatever we want. And we're going to start with the run here, see if we can't do something there. And there's a big hole. And Ramir Johnson hits it. And that's a first down on the first play of the drive. We'd love to see that. Now we don't want to score too quick. We don't want to give them time to answer it. If we could milk this clock all the way down to about 20 or less seconds, that would be ideal. So we're going to give it to Ramir Johnson, this time on the jet touch pass. And he picks up 9.5, almost 10, almost another first down, but we'll be 2nd and inches. So So we do have to make at least a yard here. We're going to get to Ramir again, and he will get the first down. I was looking down the field, didn't really see anything. Something might have been open. I kind of bailed a little bit too soon, but I wanted to make sure we picked up the first down. We're playing around. We're going to do the wide receiver mid-screen again. This time they're running man, though, and he is all over that. As that is taken down for a loss of 2 on the play. But let's see if we can't get something else going here. On 2nd and 12, we're going to do like a mountain swing pass type thing, but we don't necessarily have to throw it to him. And the corner's open, but the defender's there, and he almost catches it off of the deflection. I thought the corner there was going to come down, but he just kept going with the receiver. So nothing really opened up there. So 3rd and 12, we need a big play here. And we do not get it over the corner's head. He did not see it coming, but he threw it such at a line that it hits off the corner's helmet. That would have been another touchdown for Fedoni, most likely. We're going to have to punt it, see if we can't pin this team back. It's not a bad punt, that's for sure. So we'll have the ball to start at the 15-yard line. So we need this defense to step up just one more time this half, because Rutgers will get the ball to start the second half, so no points here would be ideal. So we're going to start with the play-action pass, and we're all over it. And they're actually going to call timeout. That might end up helping us out if we can possibly get this ball back before the end of the half. But that's our first sack of the game, and it was a big one and a big moment. Let's get this crowd into it. So he throws a drag and gets a lot. And they'll call another timeout. So if we can get a stop here, we will have plenty of time to make something happen with our offense. But we need a stop. That's the big thing. Because they're going to find the seam of the cover 3 again, and he holds on. Quarterbacks, man, they just absolutely attack that seam. Anytime they run that streak, you know the ball's going there. So hopefully we can hold this team back again. We do send pressure, but it's not going to get there in time as he's able to throw that away. So 2nd and 10 for this Rutgers offense. Need the defense to step up here before the end of the half. And he's going to throw just the underneath route. He had a little bit more than that open. But that works out for him. So 3rd down. Need a stop here. And if we do get a stop, we do have a chance. And he's going to throw it away. So we're going to get the ball back. We have 3 timeouts. We'll probably have time for 2 or 3 plays. You never know. You never know. But they're going to absolutely coffin corner it. So we're probably just going to run the ball and see what happens there. So nothing doing at the end of the first half there, as we will start out on defense here at the beginning of the second half. And other than that first drive, the defense has played well. So we just need them to continue to play they did on those second 2 drives of the game and not the first. Although it does worry me how the quarterback is finding those holes in the cover 3. So let's play a little cover 2. Play a little cover 2 and see what we can't do here on 2nd down. But it is going to be a draw type play, but we're there with the user. If I wasn't there, that could have been big. I think I'm going to send some pressure here. I don't know why, I just kind of do. I'm tired of letting this quarterback do whatever he wants all day. He's going to throw it over the middle, and he breaks a tackle, and that's terrible. If he would have made that tackle, it would have been 4th down. But he breaks it, and obviously, you know, it's a difficult tackle to make. It's not easy, but we needed it there, and we didn't get it. I'm going to be watching ADA here in case he decides to run a streak, because that's where they've been beating us. But they are going to run the football, and we're there. The safety, Avery Johnson, I believe that is. No, Javen Wright. I'm sorry. Excuse me. But he's been making plays today. 3 tackles for loss already. We're going to send some more pressure here on cover on 2nd and 12. Their running back is gassed right now. And they're going to run a little draw, but we couldn't get there in time in the backfield. But luckily, he's able to wrangle him from behind. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. We're obviously going to have to play the run and the pass here. They could do either. I'm going to pinch the D-line. but they didn't pinch. They actually separated more when I did that, interestingly. And they are going to run, but the running back is just a little bit too fast before our running back or our middle linebacker, Javen Wright, could get there. And we're not even going to bother with running man at this point and blitzing. It just has not worked at all. See, look, I pinch my line and they do some weird glitchy stuff. But we're there filling up the hole. And he gets nothing on that play. But it's obviously really helped. I mean, if you can hold, if you have negative plays or hold to no gain, it makes it much more difficult on the offense. So let's see if we can continue to do it here, get this crowd into it a little bit. He's going to try to run to the outside. He gets there, but we're there. Luckily, number 2 Gifford was able to slow him up a little bit and allowed us to make a play there. But it will be 3rd and 7. We need to stop. Everything's covered and he is sacked. Big 44 Van Popel makes the sack. The sophomore from Texas. And we're going to get the ball back. And this Nebraska team's playing well. This 2-3 Nebraska team is showing up today in front of the home crowd. And that's a terrible punt. So we'll get ball at the 27-yard line. But with the lead here in the 3rd quarter, we obviously want to run some of this clock out. So we're going to try to run the football a little bit. Nothing really worked out there. It kind of looked promising at first, but everything kind of got a little clogged up as we pick up 2 on the play. But I want to continue to run it. Can't get it up on after just one bad run, so we're going to try it one more time here. To the outside. And this time, the blocking again, and he fumbles. And Rutgers will pick it up. A terrible play by the backup running back in there, and Moses Walker forces the fumble, and that is just what we did not need, because Rutgers will have the football in great field position. But we're kind of locking it up here, and he does get it out to the running back. He's able to make a play and get the 1st down. Gonna man up R1 just in case he decides to shriek him. I'm actually going to go out on the running back here so he can't throw that ball. And he absolutely fits it into a small hole. And it's a great pass by the Rutgers QB. I don't know how he anticipated. I mean, that was a Tua-like throw. He just anticipated him being open and threw it out on the spot, and he was there. And just like that, the game's tied. You think you're in the driver's seat. And all it takes is one mistake, and that's what the running back did with that fumble. So now the offense can't sit back and try to milk the clock. We gotta score. We gotta score a touchdown. That's just what it comes down to at the end of the day. So let's see if they're able to do it. It's gonna have to be through the air. We have not been getting anything done in the run game today, so it's got to be through the air. So we're going to go ahead and take our check down to the running back, and he's able to pick up 9.5, almost 10 yards. That's a good start to the drive. As here on the 2nd inches, we're going to take a shot play. This is the time to do it. And they blitz the safety, and we get hit as we threw, and I think we would have had a big play there. I just waited a little bit too long to actually throw that football. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's going to be 13 or 14 to 14 all tied up, but we do have the ball, and you can see take a look at the top 25 there. So let's see what this Nebraska team is really made of here in the 4th quarter. And obviously on 3rd and inches, we're going to run the ball, and we should be able to pick it up, and we do, barely though. But nonetheless, the 1st down's a 1st down. We're going to start on the ground here. It's a little toss play to Ramir Johnson. He's able to get the edge and pick up 8. So another good play on 1st down. If you can have good plays like that on 1st down, you're really setting yourself up for success, because it allows you to take shots on the 2nd down play. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to run the China go. We're looking for X here. I like how they're loading the box as well. But we're just going to take our check down. Although I think X would have been open had I waited. I didn't want to risk taking the sack, and the circle was open, so I just went and threw it there. We're going to run a running back screen here. I think we ran it once or twice so far, so it should still work on this defense, and it will not, as 59 does not even lift his hands up and allows the corner to tackle us through him. Might need to hit the waist after that one. We're going to try the jet touch pass again to Ramir Johnson. We're definitely working him hard here. And there's a hole. And there's going to be a hold, literally. So we're going to go ahead and just go down instead of risking injury. And a possible fumble. Man, that would have been a touchdown. It sucks to have touchdowns called back. It really does. But we need to make the best of it, as it'll be 2nd and 18. We need a decent chunk here on first down, and we had R1 coming open, and I was hitting the button, but I'm sacked. And we're most likely going to have to punt this football. Obviously, we're going to try to pick it up here, but it's not looking good. As we're going to try to fit in there to Fidoni, and it's overthrown just a little bit. Oh no, Raiola, the freshman, did not make the play that we needed. And we're going to have to punt the football to Rutgers, although it's a good punt. So they don't have good field position or anything like that, but we need the defense to step up here. Need it bad. Let's see if they try to run the ball or if they come out throwing here on first down. And it's actually a run pass option, and he throws it to a covered man, and it's knocked away. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. It's the play you want to see to start the drive. Try to get the crowd into it a little bit. And they will throw again here on 3rd down, and we try to make the pick. But the receiver somehow held on to that football. I don't know how he did it. But it's going to be 3rd and 3 here. We need to stop. And they're going to throw. And we're covering 2 routes, and he throws it right to us for the pick. I cannot believe he threw that right to our linebacker, John Bullock. And we have the ball now in Rutgers territory. They did it to us in the 3rd quarter. Now we just did it to them. And we get it on the drag, and we get a nice block. And we're still in bounds. And he's fighting. And we're down to the 19. This team wants a win today. You can just feel it. And now we can start to milk this clock. Right? We don't want Rutgers touching the football again. We really don't. And we get to the outside. And we make a man miss. And another. And we're 1st and goal. Oh, they catch a break as their player is, quote-unquote, injured. I don't know, ref. I'm going to take a look at that one. That might be an intentional injury to stop the clock. Nonetheless, 1st and goal for Nebraska. And we're going to run the ball here and milk some of this clock. Make them use their timeouts. But we obviously still want to score a TD. As we pick up about 2 on that play. And we're going to go ahead and let the clock run down to the 2-minute warning. And we are in the driver's seat for a win. But we need a touchdown. We need one bad. So we are going to run it here. If we can't get it this time, we definitely will have to pass on 3rd and goal. But hopefully we can. And there is a bit of a hole, but the linebacker filled it. And we have one play to make it work. And we're going to run the run pass option here. We're looking triangles way if he's open. And he kind of was, but he wasn't at the same time. And we're going to try to fit it in there, and we can't. And we're going to have to take a 3. I hate to do that. But we need to take the lead here. And it's going to be a roughing. The 2nd roughing call on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And this one's somehow even bigger than the first, as now we have a chance to score a touchdown and possibly take even more time off this clock and or their timeouts. And we're just going to give it to the big fullback, and he's in there. Touchdown Nebraska, as we take a 20-14, about to make a 21-14 lead at home against the Big Ten opponent, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Now we just need the defense to show up one more time. And we will leave with the W and be backed up 500 for the season, which would be big for this team. Right, our goal this year is to at least make a bowl game. And if we were to lose this game, that would be extremely difficult, especially with the games that we have coming up, and this crowd is into it. And we're going to try to get into it even more so to make this difficult on this offense. This screenplay. to the running back, but nothing's going there. And they'll probably call a timeout here, and they will. So they only have one remaining. It's going to make it difficult for them, clock management-wise. This is going to be a fake jet. And they're actually going to throw it to him. He's able to beat the coverage because they had streaks going down the field. And just like that, Rutgers is in our territory. And they're actually going to spike it here. I don't know if I agree with that. You have plenty of time to waste it down on that. But hey, that's why we're 2-3 and they're 3-1, I guess. So we need to really slow them down here. We cannot allow them big chunks like that. And he tried to fit it into another tight angle that time, but luckily the linebacker or corner was there to put a hand on it. But this quarterback's been making some pretty crazy throws all day. So I would not have been surprised if he had made that one as well. But 3rd and 10, they have 2 plays to pick up 10 yards. And they're going to throw it underneath, and now it's going to be a 4th and 2. And we're going to send pressure. We are going to send the heat on 4th and 2, and he gets outside the pocket, and he makes the catch. No. A great catch there by that defensive player. And it'll be 1st and goal. For this Rutgers team. And we kind of bounce off of the player and they make the pass. And it's going to be a tie game. So 29 seconds. 3 timeouts. Do we have it in us? Does Dylan Raiola, the freshman, have it in him? He has a chance to grow as a player right here, right now, as a leader of this football team. Will he do it? Let's find out. So obviously we need big gains here. We can't be doing little dinks and dunks. Although, man, they're playing kind of weird here for it being 29 seconds left. They're playing really aggressive. We can kind of take advantage of this, and X is open. And he can't hold on. I should have secure caught it. I didn't think the corner was going to come back. Fedoni, who's had only one big play but so many drops, cannot hold on to that football. And that is unfortunate. Because I'm looking for X here, hopefully. And I just don't have time to sit there. And he hits a drop again. I mean, they cannot hold on to the football right now. We need 10 yards here. 19 seconds left. We're running out of time. Running out of downs as well. And we fit it in there to Banks for a big gain. Getting closer to field goal range here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 47. Still 14 seconds left. And we throw it to the outside. And it's off his hands. I mean, that is the storyline of the season is drops. I mean, you cannot drop that ball. That's a game-winning catch, possibly. It's terrible. And we're sacked. I mean, we have one more play. We got to get a bunch of yards here. I mean, the drops are killing us. They're absolutely killing us. I mean, I don't even know if we can get in field goal range in time here. But we're going to try, and I'm going to throw it away. I mean, we're going to run the Hail Mary, obviously, because even if we don't get it, it's the end of the game. We're going to get outside the pocket, and we're just going to lob it up, and that's obviously underthrown. But he comes back to it, but it won't matter. And we're headed to our first. Oh, and they're fighting. They were fighting there. And we are headed to our first overtime game of the season. And we need a win. You can see the rules there for the overtime game. And I think, honestly, if we can get into, if they score first and get an extra point, we're going to go for 2 and just try to win it. We do not want to prolong this thing with the way their quarterback, the Rutgers quarterback, has been playing. They've been playing great. So guys, the game's glitched out. I'm sitting here on the black screen. We're not going to be able to play it. I'm not about to sit down and redo all that. So it's going to be a sim. So I mean, I've been sitting here for a few minutes. The screen's black, and we're not going to be able to see the end of this game. So I'm not about to re-record all that. And, I mean, it's terrible. We had an absolute masterclass game get ruined because of the glitch, and the glitches need to be fixed. I mean, there's just too many. Like, the game's good, don't get me wrong, but this shit's unacceptable. It is. Like, you go through an entire game, and now that's a great game, and I don't even get to fucking finish it. So let's sim it and see how it does. So I'm back in the game. We're just gonna super sim. We'll jump ahead to the next quarter, see what happens. Defensive battle so far looks like still 0-0. We'll go ahead and jump ahead to the next quarter. So they go up 7-0. We get 3. We get another touchdown. We get another touch and another. This team's performing well on sim. And again, guys, sorry we couldn't finish out the game, but I'm not about to sit here and replay and re-record all that. As we're up 27-10 at the end of the third quarter. If we go ahead and just sim to the end here, Rutgers is making a game out of it, but it will not matter as we win this one 30-17. And again, sorry we couldn't finish it. Blame EA. Send them that clip. I don't know what to tell you. I wish we could have finished it too. But this Nebraska team will head to 3-3. Dylan Raiola, you can see his stats there, played well this game. And we'll see if we can get a win in the next one as well. So we're going to go ahead and advance the week here. See who we're taking on. Although it may be a bye week. We have yet to have a bye week. And we get a 4-star commit, a 4-star left tackle, Sony Alley, who's also a gem. Love to see that. As we do have a bye week next week, so we'll have 2 things of recruiting next week. But I do want to see who we play, just to kind of give you guys a sneak peek. And we are going to be taking on Indiana at Indiana. So not a marquee matchup by any means, but still, any game on the road in the Big Ten is going to be difficult. So if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.